Thanks in no small part to the popularity of Max Verstappen, the Netherlands is back on the F1 calendar. So welcome to the boisterous atmosphere of Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6-mile lap. And watch out for cars making use of the DRS zone into turn 1 to attempt an overtake. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Yuki Tsunoda completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Antonelli, Oscar Piastri, and Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc, Stroll, and Liam Lawson, Hadjar, Fernando Alonso, Alex Albon, and Sainz, Bortoleto, Gasly, Esteban Ocon, and Nico Hülkenberg. Doohan and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the sea of orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the driver?
Zandvoort is an old-school classic racetrack that's been revamped to bring it back to life for modern-day F1, and the Dutch fans are here, all dressed in orange, to see their man, Max Verstappen, and he always delivers around this track.
Okay, mate, radio check, please, radio check.
Radio's good.
Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
I'm not sure I should be happy for that, but I'm actually happy, so good.
And it's a win, and what a win for Gabriel Bortoleto.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
There's room for 3 on their podium, but only ever 1 right at the top. Let the celebrations begin. Congratulations and well done. It's Gabriel Bortoleto. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next. It's that time again, time for some exciting Formula One action. Who will emerge victorious in the Battle of Baku? Well, we're just about ready to get underway. Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Baku City Circuit then. It's an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Piastri, George Russell, and Norris. Hamilton, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, and Alex Albon. Lawson, Stroll, Isaac Hadjar, and Sainz. Hulkenberg, Gasly, Ollie Behrman, and Esteban Ocon. Doohan and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Radio check, radio check.
Yeah, radio check.
afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate. Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You've got to cede that position or we'll receive a penalty. We've got a 3-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Hey, if you don't behave yourself from now on, we're going to end up disqualified. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Yeah, sorry for that.
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Only 3 can take to the podium, and here they come. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.